Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We're playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, and just about to head on into Lionel Castle. Let's do that.
Who are you, and what errand brings you to Lionel?
I am Agrius Oaks of the Lion's Guard. My companions and I have journeyed from Orbon Monastery seeking sanctuary. By the grace of Saint Ajora, I bid you open your gate.
The graces of Saint Ajora are in the keeping of His Eminence here. All who seek those graces are given like treatment. The gates of Lionel stand open to them. Raise the gate!
I see, Lady Agrius. In such circumstances as these, I am fain to lend you whatever help I can. I shall dispatch a courier to Malond at once. I, Confessor Marcel, will have this news from my own hand. We will expose Duke Larg's misdeeds and ensure that no harm befalls you, Highness.
Your Eminence, think you the High Confessor will hear our plea?
Fear not, dear lady. The matter is in my care now. Princess Ophelia can scarce feel at ease, while those tasked with her safety are vexed with such worriment. You may enjoy the comforts of the castle, wanting though they are, while we await a reply from Malond.
You are most gracious, Eminence. Thank you.
So long as Saint Ajora is our guide, we have naught to fear, child. As for you, my young machinist, I have given consideration to your troubles as well. Yours is not the first account to reach my ear concerning the true nature of the Bart Trading Company. In the Father's name, I shall dispatch a company of my finest to Gorg, and have Ludovic answer for his many sins.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Conditioned upon this, I would hear the reason they choose to pursue you and your father.
That is... I mean to say, it's not...
Come, come. Mayhap this will give voice to your words.
A crystal?
You are familiar with the legend of the Zodiac Braves?
Indeed. In my youth, I often heard a fanciful tale of that name at Mass.
Lady Agrias, surely you do not aver that the Church would mislead its flock?
No. No, of course not, Your Eminence.
Long ago, before the mountains had ceased their wandering and struck their roots into the earth, the demonic Lucavi held dominion over the world. Seeking to end the chaos they wrought, the God of Light bestowed a refulgent blessing upon valiant and worthy souls. 12 were these warriors of light who emerged to challenge the Lucavi. In a long and bitter struggle, they succeeded in driving their malevolent foes to the spirit world, and Ivalice again knew peace. The 12 each bore an Urusite crystal emblazoned with a house of the night sky. And so, in time, the Warriors of Light became known as the Zodiac Braves. Thereafter, whenever the Lucavi have again threatened the world of men, they have ever returned to save us.
You have clearly been a most apt pupil, my child.
Elder Simon personally taught me this at Orbon, Eminence. He also said that Saint Ajora, son of the God of Light, was himself one of the 12. Together, they saved the people of Ivalice from the tyranny of the Holy Edoran Empire, which had strayed down the path of darkness.
We call the crystals of the 12 the Zodiac Stones. That which you see before you now is a stone from that very legend.
Oracite. It exists. I did not think it possible.
Or that it held the power to keep the forces of darkness at bay? The power of the God of Light? I confess, I feel some power deep within, but my eyes see only a common crystal.
Mustadio, are you well? The color has left your face.
You have seen a stone like this one beneath Gorg, have you not?
Machines whose fires have long since guttered out lie strewn in the tunnels beneath the city. But pass such a stone near them, and you can hear them stir.
Then that is what Ludovic Bart seeks. Your Oracite.
I do not know what power these Zodiac Stones hold. I know only that Ludovic hopes to find some way to harness this power and make a fearsome weapon. My father would not give them the stone, so they took him instead.
Yours is a pure and righteous heart, my young machinist. Proud am I to count you among my subjects. Be at ease now, Mustadio Bonanza. The Church will take responsibility for this matter. Our forces will strike at the villains, during which time I bid you retrieve the stone and deliver it into our safekeeping.
Of course, Your Eminence.
I will go with you to Gorg.
Thank you, Ramza.
I too am grateful. We would never have succeeded in reaching His Eminence the Cardinal without you. You have done us a great service, Ramza.
I can only wish you well. Small aid, I know.
Your words are all the aid I could ever ask, Your Highness. I swear to return ere long.
Okay, let's go into the tavern here and go through some of these rumors. First one here is Princess Ovelia kidnapped. It says, Princess Ovelia has been kidnapped from Orban Monastery. Witnesses claim that the knights responsible bore the crest of the Black Lion, leading many to conclude that it was the work of Duke Goltana's Order of the Southern Sky. The Duke, however, denies involvement and is dispatching a search party in an effort to prove his innocence. Given the unrest within his borders, it seems doubtful he will be able to spare many men for the effort. Next up is the Legend of the Zodiac Braves. It says, long ago, before Ivalice was united as it is today, the continent was divided into 7 domains: Sultania, Fovaham, Lionel, Limberry, Lassalia, Galleon, and Malande. Each clashed with the others in an endless effort to expand its own territory. The conflict continued for centuries until a brave and ambitious young king appeared in Mulland. This king dreamt of uniting all of Ivalice under his hand, but such feats are not with ease achieved. Turning to ancient tomes and the dark magics found within, he summoned a demon from the netherworld to do his bidding, but once unleashed, the demon could not be controlled. It slew the king and set out to destroy the world of men. 12 brave warriors were gathered to slay the demon and the foul horrors that it had summoned. They soon defeated the horrors and banished the demon back to the netherworld. These 12 warriors each carried with them a crystal engraved with the sign of the Zodiac, and so became known as the Zodiac Braves. Alright, next up is the Zodiac Stones. These crystals are said to date from the Age of Myth. Each bears the mark of a sign of the Zodiac, leading them to be called the Zodiac Stones. They are thought to harbor divine power, which allowed the Zodiac Braves to perform astonishing miracles. Their last appearance in historical records dates from the time of Saint Ajora. Since then, the Zodiac Stones are believed to have been lost. And then lastly here is the Bart Trading Company. It says the Bart Trading Company, a successful trading company based in the merchant city of Ivalice, has garnered the favor of the populace by donating generously to bridge and road building projects as well as to local orphanages. But not all of the talk surrounding this company is favorable. Many say the true source of the trading company's wealth is of a most unsavory nature: opium smuggling, slave trading, and even murder most foul. All of this would suggest that the company is not but a band of criminals, wolves in sheep's clothing, though the truth remains to be seen. All right, next up here, actually, there's some new items that are available. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, so the spears are available. Here's the Night Slayer. That was the crossbow that Argath, excuse me, had at the end of Chapter 1. So that's available for purchase now. Coral Sword is new. Mithril Sword. Lots of new stuff here. Some new shields. And then, of course, some heavy helmets, as well as some more heavy armor. I'm not going to buy any of that stuff because, of course, none of my characters could actually equip it. Some new accessories here as well. Same deal. I'm not going to purchase any of that. But if you go back here to the castled city of Zaland, there are some things that I ended up buying for my ninjas. Specifically, the green berets are available. I really like these. Great HP on them, and then +1 speed. So really like that stat. So of course I bought one for all of my ninjas. And then I bought 5 of the wizard's clothing as well. Just really good here for the HP, right? 42 HP now. So oops, let me go back to that. Yeah, no additional effects, but using those for my ninjas. Anyways, let's get out of here, and I'll just show you here. So I set up Ramza. Of course, I had Orator unlocked, and I've got the Entice ability as well as Beast Tongue learned. And that's because I'm going to be recruiting a unit in this next battle. So, of course, I've got the Speechcraft on my ninja, as well as Beast Tongue. So that is how we're set up, and it's very important to do this right now. The Tchigolith Fenlands has one of the pig type enemies. I can't remember the base. It might be the Uribo, but we'll see here in a second. But we want to see that in this next battle, so we'll take a look. Sometimes, though, it doesn't appear, so we have to get at least somewhat lucky. And of course, if we're not lucky, I'll have to reload this. But we'll see here.
I am ready. Time to prove myself. Victory is ours. Ready for battle.
No turning back.
Yep, didn't get lucky this time. So you can see where that...
Just when I thought this fen could grow no fouler.
You know what, I'm just going to skip through this, and I'll actually go through the dialogue when I get the battle I want. So this is the spot where the pig enemy can be at, but of course... here is the floating eye. So that means that we need to go return to the world map and try to do this again. And so unfortunately, though, I'm going to have to repeat this process until we get the battle that I want. But, hopefully that happens. And hopefully it doesn't take too many resets.
Time to prove myself.
I actually got it in the first try on my initial pass through on this game, but... there he is. Good deal.
Just when I thought this fen could grow no fouler.
Solid footing scarce enough, and rain to rob us of that. Be careful.
My turn.
Alright, so the trick here is going to be getting back to this thing and getting it recruited. And just see how much damage I can do to this ghost. Yeah, I'll actually be able to finish this thing off immediately, but that's going to put me at some risk from the skeleton, so I'm going to hold off on that, and we'll go over here first instead. Yeah, it is literally, it's just called the Pig. So yeah, anyways, let's do some slow dance first. I don't actually want to do mincing minuet, I think, right? Let me just see how much health that thing has. Yeah, 89. Okay, that's an okay amount. I could maybe do some mincing minuet with maybe just one of these. Yeah, let's do slow dance with her as well. Oh, that's right. I have all 4 of my dancers here, actually. Yeah, we'll do slow with her as well, and then mince with the last one. Beware of the undead. In certain battles, you will face undead foes, even after being KO'd. Units afflicted with the undead status may sometimes be reanimated when their heart icons have all disappeared. However, restorative items and abilities, such as potions and the cure spell, will inflict damage on undead foes. This knowledge may help you dispose of undead foes more quickly. Alright, so I'm only going to have a 19% chance of success on this, so I'm probably going to end up save scumming this, but we'll see. Oh, got it, first try. Okay, never mind. At this point now I can turn everybody onto the mincing minuet, right? Because now that thing is essentially flagged as an ally, my dancers won't hit it.
What's the best course? What's the plan?
So just thought of one thing here. This area, or this map, there actually are some hidden elixirs. I've never bothered grabbing them. But of course that would require treasure hunt. But again, I never bother because I don't think it's worth the time to find those. But I at least wanted to point out that those are available here. Also, if you end your turn in the swamp areas, you become poisoned. So, of course, I would recommend not ending your turn in the deeper water. So, keep that in mind.
Mustadio, are you hurt?
No worse for the wear. The channel shore lies just beyond the fen. Gorg is not far now.
Okay, so obviously recruited the pig. Very, very good to get a hold of these as early as you can. Obviously, that battle there is the first point that you can actually recruit them. The pig has the base or the tier 1 pig, I usually say, right, doesn't really have that great of poaches, but the tier 2 and tier 3 pigs are really, really good. So of course we can't poach, or I guess the poaching really doesn't become relevant until chapter 3, because that is when the poaching dens become available. So you know, as of right now, I won't be doing anything with those. I'm going to be waiting until the beginning of chapter 3, but again, the earliest point to get those is in that battle there, and I highly recommend getting yourself recruiting that one there. The tier 2 pig, which I think is called the swine, one of its poaches is the chantage, which is a perfume that basically makes your characters sort of immortal, right? It'll resurrect you anytime you get knocked out. So they're just incredible, and honestly they're pretty game breaking. So again, that is why I highly recommend getting yourself a pig at that or during that last battle, and of course breeding them for later. So anyways, that is going to be it for this one. As always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.